Hi everyone, today we are playing SCP Tycoon and I'm going to become SCP-682. So without further ado, let's begin. First, we buy our conveyor and dropper and we wait a bit. After we got all the money we need, we can buy the next upgrade, which is another dropper. Right now I'm checking spawn. Now I've got enough money to buy the wall. And I'm looking just to make sure I've got to look for the next upgrade. After I've got the money, I bought the conveyor upgrade. And after a bit longer, I bought another dropper. After a bit longer, I bought another wall upgrade. And after checking my spawn again and waiting, I've got a bit more. I've got enough money for the next wall upgrade. And after looking around, and while I was waiting, another player decided to get in my house and try to steal my money I worked hard for. So I quickly collected them and looked around to check if he was still there, and fortunately he wasn't. After a bit longer, and I got the money to buy the door upgrade to make sure no uninvited guests get back, and after a bit longer of waiting, I got enough money to buy another dropper. After looking around and waiting for the next, I bought the weapon room, and I looked around to see what could I buy next, and after a bit of waiting, I've got enough money to buy the last wall upgrade from the first floor. After that, I waited a bit longer. After that, I checked again my future upgrades and waited a bit longer. After that, I bought a new dropper. After checking around, I decided to go for another upgrade. More exactly, the second floor. After a bit more waiting, I've got enough money to buy my first, the final dropper from the left side. And after a bit more waiting, I've got enough money to buy my first weapon, which was a knife. And after I got the knife, I started to play a bit with it. Don't try this at home, knives are dangerous. After checking around and waiting a bit longer, I've got enough money to buy a new dropper. After looking around and waiting for more money, the next upgrade, I've got the dragon staff as my second weapon, and I started playing with it. It was pretty funny. And I've decided to go and try to kill someone with this dragon staff. As you guys can see, I'm not really good with this staff. After looking around, I decided to go back home. Alright, I lied. I decided to go after someone who didn't get most of their upgrades. And after I got into their base, I started trying to get them, but I'm not really good though with this staff, and after trying a bit, I decided to give up and go back to my base. And while I was going to my base, I saw someone trying to get in it, so I started firing warning shots to get him away from my base. Yeah, stay out of my base. After grabbing my cash, my money I worked for, I bought the stairs for the second floor and I went to check what was upstairs. After checking upstairs and downstairs for the next upgrade, I decided to get some more lights at the first floor. After a bit longer, I decided to buy a new dropper to make more money. And after a bit longer of waiting and checking my spawn point, I've got enough money to buy the next upgrade at the second floor, which was the first wall. After looking around, I decided to go for a small conveyor on the second floor. After I got enough money, I decided to buy the next conveyor, the next dropper on the first floor. After a bit longer to wait, I decided to buy a new upgrade on the second floor, which was the small conveyor. But before I could afford another dropper, I decided to go and wait for more money. After I got enough money, I decided to buy a new dropper at the first floor of my base. And then I went to check what upgrades I could afford now that I've got more upgrades at the first floor. After a bit of waiting, I decided to go upstairs to buy some carpet for the second floor. And after looking around, I decided my next upgrade should be at the second floor, which was my first dropper at the second floor. After checking around the second floor, I went back to get more money and checking how close I was to the final dropper at the first floor. After a bit of waiting, I've got enough money for a next upgrade at the second floor, which was the walls. After waiting, I decided to go for another dropper. at the second floor to speed up my profit. And I started looking around at the next upgrades. After I got enough money, I decided to buy the final dropper at the first floor. After a bit more waiting, I've got enough money to buy the next upgrade on the second floor, which was the new weapons. And from the start I saw that SCP-682 morph and the other SCP upgrade for the weapons were there, so it was kind of hard for me to decide which one to go first. But after I got enough money, I decided to go with the SCP-682 morph, which, to be honest, it was pretty cool to turn into SCP-682. Even now when I'm doing this voiceover, I still can't get over the fact that I could turn into SCP-682, and after a bit longer I got the next SCP, which was a pill. I don't actually know what this pill does. I tried to see what it does. If any of you know what it does, please tell me in the comment section down below. And after getting a bit more money, I decided my next upgrade should be a new dropper. After a bit longer, I got enough money to buy the next wall upgrade. Again, next upgrade was a new weapon, SCP-682 potion. Again, if you guys know what this does, please tell me in the comment section. After a bit longer, my next upgrade was the final dropper at the second floor. I've got another. After a bit of searching, I decided to go for a kill as SCP-683, and I quickly decided to go with a knife against this other player playing Abel, and we accidentally killed each other. And after I got enough money, I bought the next wall upgrade and the next weapon, which was a cap, which when I first tried it turned out it turns me invisible. For the first time I thought something was wrong, my game glitched, but it was actually the head that turns me invisible, which was really cool. And I've got the next wall upgrade, the lights, and the final upgrade was the speed boost. I was really happy because you guys can see just how fast it made me go. It was really funny. And towards the end of this game, someone decided to invade my base. At first I had no idea how they did it, but it looks like someone decided to take an SCP that could teleport and got in my base without me knowing it. And I was really confused, and I was trying to get to my base as quickly as possible to save my progress and everything else. And when I got back, I saved my money and I got killed again. And after I got back, they were all gone. I checked my spawn point. I went upstairs to get my morph. And that's all that happened in this game, guys. So if you liked it, please comment down below, put like and subscribe, and don't forget to tell me if you guys want me to turn into any other SCP in this SCP Tycoon. And I hope you guys have a great Halloween. Bye.